Whoops. They said that was the wrong music. Let's close these down. So today we're going to be working through some coursework stuff. Microphone over here so people can actually hear me. Hey, Emily. Today I'm going to be looking at creating custom templates and template parts in a block theme that I'm busy working through. So, get my dev site up. I think I was busy doing things here the other day, so I may have to delete things. Emily in Chicago. What time is it in Chicago? Is it super early, super mid morning? I have no idea. Living in South Africa, I've got no idea what time zones are like. Yeah, I thought so. I was fiddling around with these. Just delete that one. Okay. Okay, so I have a theme. It has some templates. Index template, page template, and a single template. It has a footer and a header part. It has some styling. A bunch of things set up. I'm not going to go into that now. And so this is what the theme kind of looks like. Very simple. And so what I want to do is I want to create a custom template and a custom template part. I want to create them both in the editor. And then the next step will be to exporting the code and registering it in the theme JSON. And then the last step will be including template parts in the templates, and I'll be doing that in the editor or in the code editor. So those are kind of my goals for today. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be taking extensive notes because I'm busy drafting a course on this topic. So I started working on the template parts yesterday. And I got as far as this. So I'm going to be making notes and writing things and doing all other kinds of things. Okay. Just check if Twitter has done what it needs to do to let people know that I'm streaming. Take a while. Don't know why. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quote this. Let's just cancel that. And copy this. Quote this. Love. Haha. Just got this off screen, so I'll just copy it. Echo. That's going to be fun for the YouTube video. And I'm live creating custom block theme templates and template parts. Check that out. There. All right, so yesterday I read a bunch of things. I have some specific requirements that I'm going to be working with. So I'm going to be creating a featured author template for some posts. I should have checked, do I have any posts? I don't think I do. So I'm just going to quickly install a plugin to generate some posts for me. It's called WordPress. Oh wait, I need to add it. It's there. Turn the volume down on Spotify. All right. I don't know if this Emily person is even around anymore, but I'm just going to reply. Don't understand Twitch personally. Okay. Why is fake person coming up? There it is. So Fake Press is this really cool plugin that allows you to generate fake data. It's perfect for creating posts with images or page content or anything like that. So I'm just going to quickly install and activate that and then generate some posts. Okay, so let's create some posts. I want, let's say 10. I want them from, let's say, up to end of September. Post parents, allow comments. I'm just going to make them all the admin user. I think placeholder it is broken. And I think that's it. So let's just generate those. While that's generating, let's pop over into the editor. So as I was saying, I want to create 2 custom templates. The one is specifically going to be used for a featured post, which has some design requirements. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create one that the template hierarchy will use, which will be, let's go and find the WordPress template hierarchy. I'm going to focus on creating the author nice name. So I'm going to create an author admin in my case. Maybe I should create another user. I'll just make it admin. Let's just see. Let's create another user just for the sake of fun. And we'll call him Bob. Bob at Bob Jones, whatever. Make Bob's password simple. And he's going to be a contributor. Add him as a user. Okay, so Bob is added. And then we'll assign a bunch of posts to Bob. So let's go with that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. I think I'll be able to reassign them now. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so Bob has a bunch of posts and I've got a bunch of posts. So I'll apply, delete hello world. Okay, process done by the looks of it, so that's good. So I'll apply something to the first Bob post and then I'll create the template for all Bob posts. So it'll be this author nice name style thing. Okay, So I'm going to start by going into the editor, creating a new custom template, and it's going to be called featured author template. So this is a template that you might apply on a per post basis. And what I want to do is I want to move the post title up, and I want to center this. Post title should be at the top of the page and centered to the page. The post author and post date should be below, should display below the title. So I'm going to insert a row after the title. And then I'm going to add the author. And then I'm going to add the date. And then I want them to be justified center. Okay. Author's bio. So I'm going to have to give Bob a bio. So let's go into users, Bob, biography. Bob is a featured writer on the site. Okay. Bob has a bio. So let's insert another row. And then let's insert the bio. And let's center justify those. Okay, so that's that. My South African spelling is coming through. Featured image should follow the bio, which it does. And then content. Okay, so that's done. Okay, so we can create the specific templates. So we create it. So that's the custom template. And then we'll do the changes here. Edit the new template to match the requirements, and then we'll do all the lists here, which I will do in a sec. I'm not going to do it now. It's fine. Okay, so that's the specifics in there. So now that it's been created, now we can save this featured author template, and we can go into a post. And let's take Bob's first post. Convert that to blocks just for the sake of fun and games. And then let's view this on the front end. And this is what it looks like. So header, image, title, post content. Okay, so that's what it looks like. But what we can do is on the post level, we can select the featured author template. And now if we update this, let's see what happens when you refresh this page. Okay, it keeps the title and the content as it was, which is to be expected. But then if we refresh the front end rendering, there we go. So his title, Bob Jones, September, featured writer, and then the post. So that's exactly what we need, which is perfect. Okay, so let's make a note here and then apply the template to specific posts, and there'll be a list of things to do for that. And then we want to export this template to a file. There's two things I want to do here. The first thing I want to do is I want to just see what create block theme does when I do this. And what I expect it to do is I expect it to write that custom template. So let's go write. Okay, so that's done. So now I have a WP custom template, featured author template. Here we go. Okay, so that's cool. So that's what I expected. It won't have made any changes anywhere else, but that's what I expected. So that's one option. Now the question is, if I go to the posts, does that template still, so can I apply that, for example, to admin? Yes, and you notice how it doesn't show up as featured author template. So for that to work, I need to register the template in theme.json. So what I need to do now, so let's make a note of that. Export the custom templates. I'm just going to say here, either manually or using create block theme. And this is a good instance of where not using create block theme is handy, because it probably would have been quicker. Because I don't like the idea of the fact that it's WP custom template. I would prefer to rename it and call it something else. Just call it featured author template. So I would prefer this to be something like this. Okay, and let's see what that does. When I want to edit a post, maybe that doesn't work. No, it does work with that slug. So that's cool. So WordPress picks it up. Its template is in the template folder, which is very cool. Picks up the slug, but I don't like the idea that it's just the slug. So now I can register the template in the code. Create block theme doesn't do this for me. And this is another reason not to rely on create block theme, because it doesn't do everything you need to do. So that's just something to think about when I'm writing. Really, it's up to the developer. So I don't like the fact that create block theme does that, and I have to still register in theme.json, but that's fine. So in theme.json, I can now register templates, and I think it's just templates, custom templates, and I think it's in settings. Maybe it's in, I think it's actually a top level thing. I don't think it's even settings. I think it's actually a top level thing. So I think I can go, yes, custom templates. Now, interestingly, another contributor that I spoke to recently has actually pointed out, and there's a ticket for this in GitHub somewhere, that templates and template parts shouldn't actually be in theme.json, because you could now take this theme.json and just apply it to another theme, because you've got templates sitting in there. So that's an interesting conversation. This is the spacing scale bug that I see now. It doesn't export the spacing scale, but that's fine. I'll fix it later. So custom templates, and then it's an array, and then we give it a name, and the name is featured author template. And actually, no, the name is the slug. So the name is featured author template. The title is, I'm repeating myself, but you'll see what I mean in a second. So here, featured author template. Okay, and title is that. And then there's an option for post types. And you can actually say, now I wonder, list of post types that can use this custom template. I wonder if it matters. If you just say post, would only be able to, let's just see here, post types. Optional only applies to the page by default. So if you just specify post, then it won't be available to post. Okay, well, that's what I want. I only want it available on posts. That's cool. So now, if I save this, and let me just fix the spacing scale business. I think that's a bug in the plugin. So now, first of all, if I go into my, actually, let me take that out first and just see what we have in the editor. So in the editor, you'll notice that templates just has the slug, which is to be expected. But if I pop that back in and I refresh, has a nice name, which is perfect. And then if I go to the post, let's go to this one, for example. And there it comes up exactly how I want it to. So I have to do this manually. So I'm going to make a note of that. Export the custom template. Throw the template in the JSON. I'm just going to copy that code out. Pop it in there. Okay. That's cool. Right, so that works perfectly. So now what I want to do is I want to create this specific template. So one way I could do that is I could say author admin. So let's see if that works. So if I go add new custom templates and I go author admin. Actually, let's make it author admin. I wonder, don't think this is going to work for all admin posts. But anyway, let's go back here and let's go back here and let's go to Bob's. So Bob's featured post is still the first post that by Bob currently is using. No, it's not. It's not using the featured one. So let's change that. So it's using featured. That's perfect. Okay, so if I view this, it's going to use the new template. Great. Okay. So let's close that. And now I did author admin. So this is author admin. So this I'm going to change slightly. I'm going to take away the featured image. I'm going to make the title center aligned. And I'm going to simply just add the author below that. And I'm going to center align that. That's what I'm going to do. So that is what all admin posts should look like. Now I want to see if this will do that. So let's go back. This is an admin post. Okay, so it's not doing what I, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Okay. So let's, right. Okay. So let's go back to the dashboard. Go back here. Let's overwrite. And then it'll do this template author admin again. Right. Now, if I rename this, let's see if this works. So theoretically, that should work. No, it doesn't seem to work. Okay, so I'm probably going to have to specify it in theme.json, which is fine. Oh, it's nice name. Hang on. What is admin's nice name? Oh, it's just admin. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So what I should be able to do is create another one of these and go name is author admin. Post types is post. Title is author admin. And now I would expect it to work. Let's see. No, it doesn't work. Okay. Oh, wait. No, I did that right. Let's go back and have a look at the template hierarchy page. Oh, wait. All this stuff doesn't work because this is author archive. That's not going to work. Single post type slug will work. Okay, so let's go back a step. Let's delete this. And let's delete that. What I'm trying to do won't work because it doesn't work that way. And let's go to, let's say, this post. And let's change the slug. Okay, to do that, I need to set up permalinks. But let's change this header. So let's call this, let's do it that way. So you shouldn't use lorem ipsum text. Okay. So let's leave that like that, and then let's enable permalinks. Don't think I have those enabled. Leave it like that. Go back to posts. Okay, so the slug on this one is this. Let's just take away that. Okay, and that's now done. Okay, it's still using the old slug. Let's update. And view. Okay, so that's now the slug. So this is the slug. Okay. So what I need to do now is I need to create single post type slug. Okay. Let's see if this works. A new template, a custom template, and it'll be called single post, and then this slug. Now, no idea if this is going to work. Okay, so let's make this a bit more obvious that it's different. So let's narrow the image. Let's narrow the post title. Let's center it. Let's change the text to be small. Let's actually make the content even smaller. So the content here is 750. So let's make this 550. That's good. Make this even smaller. Let's go 0.5. Let's go 1. Let's go 0.75. So it's super obvious this is different. Let's make the post title medium. Let's add a margin to the image. Stop doing much, just do padding rather. There. Okay. So this is the single post template. It should be super obvious that it's going to be different. So let's save that. Save that. Let's see if it takes effect. It does not. Okay, to be expected. Let's export this. Wouldn't expect it to work now because of the name. However, I would expect it to work if I rename it. So let's do that. That should work. Maybe not. Ah, that does work. Excellent. Okay, so that definitely worked. So even if it's not registered, that works. Cool. Okay, so we're going to create a template for a specific post by slug. We're going to review how that works. We're going to create, we'll just call it a slug, we'll give it a name, we'll figure it out. And then we can create a new custom post template for the post by slug. And then rename, create the template, edit the template, export the template and rename it to match the required template name. And then if we check in the editor, it's going to be like that. And then we need to register it. So if we go here, single post by slug. If this is the best example, I'll maybe choose a different example. Maybe I'll give it a product or something. That, for example. Okay, so that's there. So that gives me that there. And then it renders that template there. Okay, so that works. So that's cool. Okay. So that's all of that. Then register the template and theme JSON. Okay. And then creating custom template parts is essentially in the editor. You can now create, while we're here, this would be a good time to talk about updating these maybe. But we can create the new general template part. And let's call this, I don't know, post comments. And let's just add a comments block. And let's save that. And now on any template, so for example, on the simple slug by post, we can easily add post comments template part any way we want it. And then do what we like. So I'm going to remove this quickly because I want to add it to a group. And then I'm going to add template part, and I'm going to choose post comments, and there's post comments. So I can do that whenever I want to, whenever I need to. I can change the layout of this if I need to. So if I wanted to make this 650 as well, I could do so to match this. So that's kind of cool. So let's save that. So now I've changed my template. Okay. And let's go back over here. So we've got the template updated. We've got the post comments template part. If I export that, then what's going to happen in the editor is that the template part's going to again be the slug story. So this is the perfect time, and the header and the footer will have been like that from the previous lessons. So this is the perfect time to talk about template parts. And so the same thing applies. I think. I thought it did. Back a few steps. Template parts. Now it's area, name, and title. So area is either one of header, footer, or general, as far as I know. So let's go general. And name is post comments. And title is post comments part, for example. And then while we're here, we might as well fix the header and footer. Area is header. Name is header. And title is header part. And then area, lost. Area is footer. Name is footer. And title is footer part. Okay, so that enables us to do the things we need to do. So if I refresh this, I should see footer part, header part, and post comments part. If I go into my templates and I go to my single post by slug, there is my post comments part. Because if we have a look at the code for that template, there is the template part and the slug is post comments. So this is how you can include a template part using code in a file. And because it's using the same slug, now this is very interesting. They use slug in the block and name in the template part. So that's something we must mention. So let's just copy this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the first two. And then I'm going to pop in the header and the footer later on. Okay. Create a new custom template part for comments. Do the steps. Export. Register in theme JSON. While we are here, let's register the header and footer as well. And then I just want to check template parts. And let me check in the schema, what that says. It doesn't actually say what's required. So much you can do about that, I guess. Okay, well that's fine. Cool. So I've created template and template parts. Exporting I'm only going to do in the second lesson, but that's fine. And I've done the third one. I've actually covered it. So I might have to rearrange my modules a bit because I'm kind of covering it all here, but that's fine. So what I could do now, for example, is if I wanted to manually add, for example, the post comments in the same group layout after the post content on, let's say, the single. Here's post content. Here's the comments pagination, comments. So here's the comment template. There's WP comments, for example. There. So I could quite easily, for example, take out comments here and this is the block that contains various things. And I could then pop that comment block in there. Like that. And then if I go into the single, there are the comments as they were. So there's the group for that, and there's the comments template part. So that's kind of cool that I can do all of that. Cool. So I can mix and match as I need to. Awesome. Okay. And then we'll say the template parts to a template. And we'll go in the site editor or manually. And that's it. That basically covers everything I wanted to do today. I'm going to have to work on the post that I'm going to create. I'm not happy with the one that I've chosen. I could do a page. Do the archive, author archive. Might be an option. I'll have to have a fiddle with that. But that's me for today. I think I'm done. Bye.